I'm Delitso Mwale, and you're watching A Surgeon's Journey. I hope you enjoy the show.
Well, just to break it to you,
we don't have a
medical school. Have you realized we didn't take it?
It's bio. Yeah, there's no bio.
Maybe Bristol don't have money like that.
Yeah, the money is used on the thing.
Yeah. It's me. Hi guys, welcome to another video on the A Surgeon's Journey YouTube playlist. Today we're doing a mini pod with medical students from the University of Bristol. Hi guys.
Hey.
Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Bendy.
And I'm Sky.
I'm Kenya.
I'm Simona.
Lovely to meet you guys. So we're just going to jump straight in. I'll tell you the structure of how it works. I'm going to ask you questions like why you chose Bristol. Then I'm going to ask you questions about how your teaching is at Bristol. And then what placement is like, some questions about the city, and then some inside scoop as well, because people want to know what Bristol is actually like.
Okay.
That sounds cool?
Yes.
What is an interview question that you think that you smashed?
Oh.
It doesn't have to be from this uni. It can be
Okay.
from anywhere. So they can get a little bit of tips.
I think one that really stood out to me, like I still remember it from Bristol, was something from the GMC. It was about professionalism. Something related to professionalism. I think I did good in that one. Like I feel like they were impressed with that. It was the last question, so I feel like I ended it on like a good.
How did you end it? Did you remember?
I literally I forgot the answer, but it was just like I kind of quoted what was in the GMC. I gave an example in real life, I think, so that's why I feel like they were like impressed.
Okay, so top tip is to quote
Read the
something.
GMC.
Yeah,
Read
read
the GMC.
Yes.
Okay.
In the instructions, they're gonna tell you actually to
They
do the
do say it.
GMC.
Yeah.
It's really
Like,
important for Bristol to
know it inside
out,
like
Bristol
all the
deep it.
clauses.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really long. I would say try to know at least the good medical student one.
Yeah.
The topic.
Yeah, the topic was communication skills, and I just basically mentioned like an experience that I had during when I was working as a healthcare assistant in a care home.
Yeah.
So I feel like the scenario was good, but the most important part is that I had like a really good reflection on my experience. Like it's not just like I didn't give a description of my placement. I just literally thought like, okay, what did I learn from this experience?
Yeah.
And what I could improve on. And I think that I really appreciate it because I could see the face like,
The look, guys.
That's a good reflection.
Yeah.
And also, I mentioned like something from the GMC, like a quote.
Yeah.
It's really important
They
that we
really
mention
care about
the
the
GMC.
Okay, GMC.
Like Bristol really cares.
Yeah.
Cool. And you?
I think mine was probably about like why Bristol Medical School. Like I looked in some of the research they'd done and like what different professors had done, and I feel like that they kind of like that when I was talking about like different research. I was like, oh yeah, in the future I want to get involved in that. Whether I actually will, at the time, maybe. So
Yeah, that's smart. Research the uni.
Yeah.
I'll say something about that.
Definitely. And for me, it's like I don't want to say the question, but like I don't know how to say it without saying the question.
You say
It was like
it
it was like about ethics basically.
Yeah.
They asked me like a nice question, like I should a doctor do this, for example.
Yeah.
And in the moment I was like, oh wait, this is a deep question. But I realized that if you try and balance it out, like for and against, like they shouldn't do this, but you know, if it does more good than harm to the patient, basically rinse the four medical ethics, you know, them pillars,
Yeah, the pillars,
the non-beneficence, beneficence, all that, rinse that, rinse that, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get into some teaching questions now.
Okay.
So these are gonna be quick fire questions that people want to know, so they don't have to research it. Because I always get DMs all the time, and people ask me questions I can easily Google. So hopefully if you watch this video, this is all you need. So question number 1, how many years is your course?
5.
5.
5.
or 6 if you.
Or you do it gateway.
6 if you integrate,
Or
or
gateway.
gateway
And if
slash
you do both,
integrate.
7.
Yeah.
And what's both?
Both
Gateway and
integrating and gateway.
And do you guys know what intercalating is? For the people that don't know what intercalating is?
Like taking a year, taking a year out and either doing like you can do a master's or you can do just like a bachelor's of science, and they have like a list of subjects you can choose from, like law and ethics, biomed, anatomy, like basically loads of different things.
Yeah, you can either choose to do it at your own uni
Or a different one,
Yeah.
between
Yes.
year 3 and 4, or 4 and 5.
So
Four
you
and
can
four.
do it between. You can do it after second year. You can
Really?
do it after third year.
I didn't know that.
I'll
I didn't know
explain.
that.
So if you want to do, you can do a bachelor's after second year. So you can take a year out after second year to get a bachelor's. And if you want to do a master's, it has to be after third year.
Oh, fair. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay, next question. What is the hardest year? What is the hardest subject? And what is the hardest rotation?
Hardest year, year 4.
Year 4 because of the
Yes.
exams.
And your
Because
finals
you have
at
your
the
final
end,
exams.
Oh,
And-
finals is in year 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing placements and all that, so it's
And
everything is
everything
just
is
get
Year 4
people
is
together.
Year 4 is
yeah.
key.
Okay.
And you also have like more 12-hour shifts, and you start night shifts.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
we have
we do.
12-hour shifts
Yo.
literally next month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we got
Two
have
shifts,
one.
12-hour
Yeah.
shifts.
Oh, that's
12-hour
something
shifts.
about Bristol to mention the HCA shift.
HCA, that's
Yeah.
different. Med schools don't do that. Like
Wait,
that.
Bristol do
Healthcare
Yeah,
system. So
yeah.
let me just explain. You know, like when you become a doctor, when you become a doctor, when you become a doctor, right?
No one
I think some people they're forgetting like HCA is like you started from the bottom, now you're here.
Yeah.
Like some people are not humble as
They need to be
doctors,
humble.
so HCA really like brings you down. Like just to, it's not even being rude. This is just
Yeah.
making sure that like the patient contact, the personal care, like you really understand what you're doing, because the hands-on is very different.
Yeah.
And like people say that nurses and stuff know the patient more than doctors do.
Yeah.
Doctors are always running up and down, they don't know the patient like that. So doing HCA as a first year med student is really like, it's going to be helpful really.
Where do you
Yeah.
guys have which ward are you guys in for yours?
So I'm doing trauma ward.
Ooh.
And then cardiology.
Ooh. I'm doing complex care.
I think I'm just geriatrics, you know.
Oh.
They're actually very good.
Really?
One of my favorite
So-
placements. Yeah,
Oh,
low key. I
okay.
didn't think I'd like it, but it was actually very
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
very
good to
good.
know.
So hardest year is fourth year. For you guys watching in London, Oxford, and Cambridge, you have to do 6 years. So for these lot, for these lot, fifth year is final year. So just remember that when you're watching the video. Okay, what is the hardest subject?
Subject right now.
As a year 1 student,
As in
a year-
as in a
because
just-
we can't answer anything
Yeah.
to
Like I've heard bad things about like pharmacology.
Pharmacology.
Oh,
Or embryology.
embryology. Oh, embryology.
If you need embryology help, shout.
I think-
I'm the
Oh,
guy.
fair. You can do
Embryology.
Yeah.
I'm help us then.
Yeah, I'm
But I
the
think we can say in year 1 already, we can feel the
Embryology.
embryology slot.
Yeah.
We had an
Yeah.
introduction lecture and it's 2 hours.
Yeah,
And it's
just
like-
intro.
Like 100 slides or something.
These
Yeah.
slides were never ending.
Never ending.
And the
It
baby
has to
with
be
like the
embryology.
fetus rotates.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
You know, and it's you
It's
working
long.
on-
It's very long.
Yeah.
It's interesting though. Long but interesting.
Actually, I have to relearn that this year for USMD.
Really?
Yeah, I have to learn all the preclinical stuff. So I'll enjoy that.
Wow.
What's the hardest rotation that you've heard? Do you reckon?
What do people say the orders?
Some people say pediatrics. I heard it was like people said
Oh,
the
there's
types of
loads
parents
of
were actually
conditions.
like,
Okay.
some of the parents it was a bit sensitive.
Yeah.
As in the parent interaction.
Yeah. People were
Yeah,
saying.
fair enough. Yeah, peds is actually a lot. I remember all of my notes in third year I wrote on my Mac on notes.
Okay.
And then when I was just doing pediatrics, for the first time ever, I got a notification saying you've run out of space.
Wow.
On notes.
On notes.
Imagine.
On Apple
Yeah,
notes.
so all of my notes in third year were just on notes like that,
Wow.
fine, on one document on notes. And then just pediatrics is like you've run out of images that you can put on this
That's
page.
crazy.
Pete seems long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not to scare you, peds is fine.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it was
it's long.
Yeah, he was really interested in that.
Okay, next one. You actually already answered this. How are you taught? So you guys said it's case-based
Yeah.
learning. Do you want to tell them what CBL is in case they don't know?
Yeah, so it's basically they present you with a clinical scenario, and what they do is like you need to discuss with a small group, like you need to discuss medical terms, what is the scenario, the important parts of the scenario, the social parts, like for example you discuss a lot of all these social institutions that are around medicine and all that stuff. So it literally gives you a really nice insight of what the resources are available to you as a doctor. And I don't think these kind of things they teach you somewhere else, right? Like University of Bristol, they teach you all the holistic part of medicine, and I feel like that's really important for a doctor to take into account if you really want to help people.
Yeah.
You know.
I've only been at integrated med schools. So what are the different types? I suppose there's
It's like
Traditional.
traditional, like
Traditional.
problem-based
problem-based,
learning.
case-based learning,
Yeah.
and then integrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll probably insert what each one of those means, but apparently case-based learning is good.
It's really
I think
good.
Yes.
one other thing like with case-based learning for Bristol would be like the helical themes that we have. Like
Yeah.
it's very holistic. Like we focus on arts of medicine as well. There's like a BSS, like behavioral
Social
sciences. So there's a big aspect to social, like medicine in terms of social, like how a doctor should be socially as well. Like social sciences.
Yes.
What else do you have? Like ethics. Like we actually focus on ethics in tutorial groups as well.
Yes.
So I feel like we really focus on every aspect of medicine, not
Yeah.
just the science.
And it's like really ordered, so like
Yeah.
in the case, we
I
can
feel
do
like that's
that.
unique to Bristol.
Bristol do really well. We have
Yeah.
something called
Yeah.
evidence-based medicine.
Yeah,
which is EBM.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
cute, but you know, like
Yeah.
It's
I'm
useful.
not a
You
maths
should know about
person.
it.
Yeah.
It's really useful.
And-
It's got maths, and I'm not
Yeah.
a maths person.
And because like it's small groups, you're gonna learn from each other as well. Like there's
Yeah.
obviously things that you're not gonna know,
Yeah.
but somebody other like other can know, and it's like I didn't even think about that before.
Yeah.
And you're gonna annotate, and it's like you learn from others.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really good. You get to know other people as well. It's not because we are 300 people in our cohort.
Yeah.
You're kind of like feel a lone
That's quite a
individual.
lot.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
tutorial is 12 max, 12 people per
Okay.
group.
Yeah.
So you really become gang with you.
Yeah.
It's so
Is
good.
that how you guys made friends?
We're not in the same tutorial. Me and Sky, yeah, me and Sky, yeah,
We
yeah.
actually are from.
So,
Yeah.
us three, we live together, yeah. We live together.
I'm gonna be asking questions.
Oh, okay, fair. But we did gateway, so we knew each other last year.
Yeah.
Me and Sky were in the same tutorial in September,
Yeah.
so that's how
So
we
you
got
do
close.
become besties.
You do become,
Yeah.
The tutorial really
You get
kind
really
of
close.
Yeah,
I love that because you end up from uni with really good friends.
Definitely.
But it might not always work out though. Like you could. Just
Oh yeah, sometimes
It's like
Yeah,
pros and cons.
yeah.
How are you guys examined then? Because
In the CQ.
Multiple choice.
Multiple
Oh,
That's
and then we
multiple
have the
choice.
formative anatomy exam, which is you have
Spot
like a
test.
whole cadaver, and you have like pins and different structures, and you have to like
Okay.
say their name and their function.
so
Yeah.
do you guys have pro sections, disections,
Yeah,
pro sections.
pro sections, and how does your exams work? Is it at the end of each like teaching block, or is it at the end of the year?
They've changed.
So we have a formative in
Yeah.
December, and
Yeah,
we have a
count.
final exam in summer, so like June time.
June, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so formative and then
Yeah.
Summative.
Yeah, and there's a
Yes.
formative for anatomy in summer as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that the same every year? Do you know that the exams just at the end of the
I
year?
don't know.
I
I
think
think
every
every year
second
is
year
like
it's just at the end as
yeah.
well.
I feel like it's at the end every year.
But we also
Okay.
got like other requirements to progress, like
Progress test.
do our
I'm just gonna say-
pre-labs,
Okay, yeah.
post-labs, student projects.
Yeah,
as
we have
well.
an essay due in March.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And at Bristol, we do something called a progress test. So every single year,
yeah.
you do like, I think the intensity is meant to be the same difficulty, but
As our
like,
finals.
as our finals.
final, yeah.
So this is an exam that determines like whether you become a doctor, basically. Like when you leave med school, this is the exam you need to pass, right? But like you do it from first year, second year, third, you keep doing the same thing so that you can look back and be like, oh,
Like, see your
when I was in first year, I got like 20%.
And that's
Yes.
calm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a bit weird, but
You don't really
oh, yeah, you don't
yeah.
revise for it.
You don't
In
revise,
first year,
you go
revise,
there, they
go
show
in.
you like a whole like blood list, and they're like, what has this patient got?
Yes.
I don't
They're
know.
on
Yeah.
this
But
What's
medication.
the
your
point in-
progression.
in
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
this?
You do-
Progression.
You do really bad in the first year, as you expected to.
You're meant to.
do bad, yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe on third year, they do a comparison because you're supposed to know now.
Improvement,
a
like,
bit more.
So from third year progresses test and then first year, if you compare, if it's like a really long decline, then it's like, oh,
It's
concerning.
You get
it's
worse,
concerning.
yeah.
Yeah.
and
And then we email
they
you.
kind of like talk to you and be like, okay, is there something going on? Because maybe you don't really
Yeah.
say anything.
Okay.
So
And
it's just
you're struggling.
progression.
So they just want to make sure that you do good.
Yeah.
Okay. And
That's
how are your essays, man? Is it pass fail, or do you get like a grade?
We get like a grade with like
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And what's your uni like? Do you know about quartiles, decile? I know some unis.
Oh yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Until
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, and do they do negative marking here?
No.
No.
And it's just multiple choice. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's,
MCQ.
is there like extended matching?
No.
It's really straightforward.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
just 5 answers, choose the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's no like single best answer.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes they can all look right, but
Yeah.
only one's
Yeah.
the best
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, the most appropriate one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in first year, it's not as hard. I think as we go through the years, it's gonna get harder, obviously,
Yeah.
because right now, it's just some of them can be obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like our exam in December was like basically like mainly like
The December
essays,
ones,
essays.
they look like that's that exam.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Calm. Next question. Do you get study leave?
Get really
Yes.
weak.
Get really weak.
Is that every year that you get really weak?
I don't think
No,
so.
it like
Nope.
I don't know. Right now, we've been living our best life. Had to really
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
too-
Wait, how long
not
are we?
too
Oh,
much.
we're gonna have another story.
We'll have another one in February as well.
February, yeah.
Oh, so you lot are living life.
Yeah,
right?
we're
Oh, okay.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really weak to do your essays and things like
That's
that.
the thing. We've got student
I mean,
choice.
they do
Yeah.
say that it is for structured learning. Like
Yes, they call it
Yeah.
consolidation
They call it
week.
Exactly.
Consolidation week.
Ah.
Not uni one.
Yeah, I was on holiday the whole month.
Yeah, she was in Turkey in reading.
Oh,
Italy. Italy. Oh, shame.
I'll cut that out. Wait,
Oh, you meant to be very good student.
actually, I don't know. You're allowed to go on holiday in really weak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, it's not illegal.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess.
they're not gonna come for you.
Like,
Are you allowed to
Maybe
go on holiday
sponsors,
reading
maybe
week?
cut it out.
Reading week is your own time.
Yes.
it was
Go
my
on.
to be quiet and
consolidation
listen
was
to
my
your
rest and
answer.
relaxation.
Resting is important. As a med student, resting is important.
It's not
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
to be like well-rounded.
Yeah, they even say like you need to rest.
They
But
say
also,
it,
because
but then
Give it a look
Yeah.
at your.
I mean, to be fair, as like a med school, we have like medics night out, and we have like a medic family. So like,
Yeah.
all the years
Yeah.
encourage
Yeah,
coming.
they engage.
You have a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
They the purpose is we had like the day later of the Halloween party, right?
Yeah.
They literally told us you can go to the Halloween party that you
they
need to
said
go.
in the lecture.
In the lecture,
In the lecture.
down.
Yeah.
They were like, you can show up hungover as long as you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Same
literally-
you know? Yeah. Say no more.
They know that we need to have fun.
This is very true at the minute.
Yeah.
Alright, next question. How does failing and resitting work here? Because some
like-
like
So, there's like,
Final exam.
this is like a
So you can
50%.
resit. Yeah, you can resit in August.
Yeah.
But only
Actually, it's in the
reset if you have
15th of
extenuating
July.
circumstances.
Oh, you
No, you can
resit in July.
resit, but you can't resit the year unless you have a
So you can
mad
resit the
reason.
exam
Is
for
it
less
capped?
than 50%.
Because at other unis, it's like if you fail an exam, you can resit it, but then you're just capped at a pass.
Oh, I don't know how
No,
to do
I
that.
don't think
Well,
they
you know
count.
that
I don't
it's
think they
one
count.
set.
Yeah.
So if you don't meet all the progression, so you could pass your final exam, but if you, for example,
Attendance
didn't go to
or
your
whatever.
like CBLs or like
Yeah.
didn't attend your tutorials, or you didn't do your quizzes like at least 80%,
There needs to be engagement.
then they
That
will
was one of
speak
my
to you, and I think a lot of the resit people they did say that like they passed the final exam, but like they didn't get
Or
to
the
They didn't
aspects.
progress.
they didn't progress because you have to pass everything, not
And
just
then they got to resit the year.
yeah.
Yeah, they just double
So
it.
80% is the threshold.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
for
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
attendance, post-lab project.
attendance.
Yeah. The majority of people fail not because of the exam, but because of
Because
the
of the
attendance.
progression.
Yeah. So you
And
have to engage.
your
You have to go to the
Activity.
tutorials.
Then you have to-
I mean, some lectures,
Yeah.
Some
it's
lectures I
alright,
can't like nobody goes.
Lectures is like
Are you allowed to say that? She's trying to get herself bagged in
I'm gonna stop talking. I don't want trouble. I don't want trouble.
Go to your
inspiring
lectures. Go to your lectures.
Definitely go to your
like-
lectures. 100%.
Yes.
Do you have to do a dissertation or publication during?
Oh, we have an option to. So for our students, so we have student choice projects, which is
can.
about like human health and well-being, and if we want to get it like published, we can. But it's not
Okay.
compulsory. But like they help you through it.
Yeah, I know some unis. I think Barts you have to do a dissertation. My uni you have to do like a research project in 4 years.
Is it to pass as well?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
You have to, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it gonna get published or not? Really?
Some people publish it.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to do it between you start in
It looks
4th year
good.
and finish it in 5th year.
Oh,
that's
you
very
got a
good.
long thing to do it.
We have a student choice project every year as well. Don't we?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So you, as in you have to do it, or
Yeah,
sometimes
you
it's not always
something?
writing.
Oh,
I think you have to.
It's
do
not
it.
always writing though,
But it's
innit?
not published.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's-
In second year, it's a placement or art.
Yeah,
It's not always
something
long.
else, something
Okay.
artsy or like
Yeah.
a placement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cold. Okay, next one. How many hours do you guys study?
Ooh. It depends in what season. Are we in exam season?
Okay, let's
People
just
just
If
want
we're
to
in
know.
exam
Yeah.
season, then
Yeah.
I'm studying. If it's exam season,
How many
I
hours
feel
in the
like,
library?
okay, realistically, every week you have to at least 2 days at least you have to do something, right? Like on Sunday, Saturday and
Weekend.
Sunday, you have to kind of like just catch up on the week's work.
Yeah.
And maybe you're always gonna have something like, for example, we always have anatomy on the Monday or Tuesday. So there's a lot of prep work to do. So I would say catching up and prep work, how many hours does that take? Like,
Sometimes it depends on anatomy because like
It really does
the
depend,
MSK
yeah.
anatomy booklet, I kid you not, took me about
Oh,
4
I
5
haven't
hours.
finished.
Cardio, I was
okay,
only an
I feel
hour.
like with
I was
anatomy you
this
can
is fine.
actually like take like 4 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours. Basically the
Yeah.
whole Sunday.
I
can be
remember
just
doing
that.
The whole
Yeah.
Sunday. Just
Do you get a booklet as well?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't listen to people out there. Don't revise. Don't listen. To
Yeah, no,
Don't
everyone's
listen
like,
to
I haven't
them.
revised this all.
Don't listen.
Yeah, everyone lies.
Everybody's in their
Yeah.
bedroom doing work.
Everyone's in their bedroom, yeah.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, if you feel like if there's no noise, everyone's in the room. revising.
Yeah. People be lying in that.
Like nothing.
This is very true.
People be lying. People be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do holidays work here?
The holiday.
Yeah, like you get like,
So-
how long are they? Because some unis, I know the placement and teaching runs into like summer. I think like
for
Sheffield.
us,
Yeah. I think
No,
for
first
first
year we're
year-
fine.
First year
we're
is fine, but I think from 4th year you only got like 2 weeks off for summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
2
older
weeks
you
off.
get, it gets
Yeah,
And
very
you get
Increases with
2 long
years.
weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so only 2
You
times.
get, yeah, Thursday
in
and Friday
February,
off
March.
when you have placements.
So you get 2 weeks in summer.
2
and
weeks in
2 long
Easter.
weekends.
That's bad.
And 2 weeks in December, so it's always just 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first year, all of July, all of August.
Yeah, you're a little bit
Which
light.
day?
Yeah.
But yeah, when you get to your clinical years, that's when you're in placement 24/7.
Yeah.
Best revision apps.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest. Honestly, yeah, I'm sorry. Like people, I use Enki sometimes.
But that's personalized.
Yeah. So
Is it like-
basically, for me, like there's the older years that have like anatomy and key flashcards. So I kind of just use their ones to consolidate my own learning. But for me, mainly, I make my own notes. Like
that's
using my
awesome.
iPad.
Yeah.
And I feel like that already like helps me to retain the information.
Yeah.
Then when it's like exam season, I will just go over that notes that I made, and to test myself, I'm going to use flashcards from other people. So I don't kind of like use my time to make my own flashcards.
Yeah.
And also, like the uni gives you resources.
Yeah.
So I don't really use any app. I also make my own notes, but they give you like this visible bodysuit, which is like a website where you can see anatomy, like over the body, and you can zoom in, dissect all the stuff, so you can learn from there.
Yeah.
And they have like Atkins anatomy, which is like
Atkins
a
as well.
dissected body. Atkins anatomy.
The videos.
Yeah, so videos of like the dissected body.
They
And
have
Like quick 2 minute videos.
Yeah.
Oh, is that available for everyone or just your uni?
Just for the uni.
Just
I think,
this
I
is
think no, but I think
unfair.
all the unis might give it to them.
I mean, I've never heard of it.
That's when you mentioned, like,
Yeah.
ask the librarians. Like, I asked the librarian for anatomy resources, and the librarian told me, like, you can use this, this, and this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
And I was like,
They
the
pay
uni,
for it
they're
for
going
us.
to give you resources to study.
You just have to ask them.
There's descriptions that the uni gives you, and you need to find out what they are, because they're there for a reason, because they work you a lot.
Also, osmosis is really good. It's like a video kind of,
Yeah, I know.
but it's kind of expensive. Not gonna lie.
I haven't got to.
You can
I'll
watch
get the
Ninja
freebies.
Nerd videos as
Oh,
well.
Ninja
Nerd
Nerd.
is so
That is
You
how
put me
we're
on.
embryology.
Yeah.
You don't know Ninja Nerd?
Yes, for everyone.
You put me on for embryology. Yeah,
That's who I use.
yeah, that's going to put me on for that.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see if I've asked all the questions for the teaching section. Oh, 2 more questions. Have you ever had imposter syndrome?
Yes.
No.
Oh, because of Gateway.
Yeah.
Gateway prepared me. I was
No,
alright.
I didn't feel
I didn't feel imposter. But if I was like a fresh student, I would have
I hear
felt a bit.
Yeah.
So how did you feel?
Because of Gateway.
I mean, first of all, we're in April, and everyone, like literally all of my friends, are like a year older than me because they also took gap year. So I was
Oh,
literally
really?
like,
The gap year was- oh,
so I was
the
literally like the youngest, so I felt kind of weird, like fresh out of A levels. Also, I did
You're straight
biochem.
from
She's smart.
Girl.
She's smart. She's smart.
I did biochem RS, like I dropped maths. So everyone else done biochem maths. I felt kind of like out of my depth.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of knew what was going on. I was like, I've never moved away from home.
Yeah.
Never lived anywhere else. Like it was
Yeah.
a very big culture shock. But like they're good people, so that wasn't
Thriving.
Yeah, I love that.
I rate that, to be fair. What you said about foundation preparing you is actually
It prepares
very
you so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm comfortable
You
in
already
Bristol.
know everything, like where the lecture is, you know your whereabouts as well.
That's very
So it
important.
feels like you're already
Yeah,
confident.
and it's
Yeah.
not like just a bombarding of
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, getting lost was crazy.
Oh.
Like it was very weird.
And then the last question is there a lot of internationals in Bristol? And
Yes.
how do they find it? Like a lot. Like what percentage would you
There's
say?
like
I think I'll
in med school.
Ooh.
I'm in med school.
In just
Not
med
that-
school,
Oh,
not
just
that
not
much.
that many.
I only know like two.
Maybe like 10% in med school.
Oh,
Yeah.
But in the actual Bristol uni, like 40.
Best,
That's
yeah.
40%.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bristol, you can only see international students.
For first year, do you recommend catered? Not catered.
Nah,
Not catered.
not catered.
Like
Cook yourself.
it's a bit low sometimes.
Yeah,
but I
you
feel like I'm
are
actually like whenever I go back home, I'm like way more appreciative. Like
It makes you more grateful because
Yeah, I think
yeah.
with catered as well, it's only breakfast and lunch. So what are you gonna do for dinner? That's my
Oh,
question.
stop.
Yeah. And you don't have a kitchen.
You know,
If you're
Oh,
hungry,
yeah.
like, if you're
We have a
like
chicken
yeah,
microwave.
it's a microwave.
It's a
meal.
microwave.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you have no
you
stove.
can actually never cook for yourself, even if you
You
want
need to learn these skills.
And you really want to learn.
Yeah.
Yes. Learn how to cook, guys. It's a life skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get non-catered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Because you'll be able to make pasta. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
As long as you
And in Bristol, there's cheap non-catered options. Like,
Yeah,
for example, my
cheaper.
last year accommodation, I was paying like £5,400 a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's alright.
That's good. That's really
And my
good.
room was big.
Yeah.
It was really good to close to uni.
Must
I had
be
everything really
nice.
surrounded me. It was perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you accommodation questions
Yeah.
later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
everything.
actually, I have one more for the teaching, and then we'll
Okay.
move on to placement.
Okay.
The last one. Does your uni say that you can work? Do they recommend working? Because I know some unis like Oxford, Cambridge, are like
yeah.
you're not allowed.
Really?
You can.
These are strict hours, but
They
Is
don't
that
do
hours?
anything less than 12 hours.
Less than 12 hours. Do you reckon that's manageable?
I mean,
I work like 4 or 5 hours a week, and I'm struggling.
I think it's
Like,
only manageable if you do it in like outside hours. Like I know some people, like our flatmates, they work at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5
And
to
then they
7.
go to the 9 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lectures.
5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So it's like unrealistic
I can
hours. If you can
never-
do that,
If you can do that, then good
if
for
you
I
can
can't
do
do
it,
that.
I can't do
I
that.
can't do that.
And I never
For
on the
me, I
weekends.
can't do that.
There's some other people that they do the night shifts
Yeah.
and they just cooked. They can't
Yeah.
work. They're literally just like zombies in lectures because
Yeah.
they worked the entire night before that. Then they also went to the library before going to work.
Long.
I
I work
say that,
during
say
half
that.
term, not term.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, just
manageable.
Every time I go home,
I
I
did
work.
work in half
Yeah.
term, and I also worked in Christmas break, and
Yeah.
you do make a lot of
Yeah,
money.
you can
Save
do that.
up.
Also, I do online tutoring. I feel like you can. That's one job you could do at uni.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I can
good.
just do it from my bedroom whenever like I want to.
My friend told me a hack about that. Apparently, you can
Yeah.
get loads of students at the same time and just do like a masterclass. And
That's
you
so
have-
good.
Oh.
Instead
Instead
of
of
doing
doing
it
the one-to-one is
Let's
wasting
do a
a
little
lot of
cheat
time.
code for you guys.
Yeah.
And also, if you're struggling with money and finances, you can join Medics Meet. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
No, actually no.
You don't?
No.
I help students with funding applications, teaching them side hustles,
Oh.
and also saving money. I
Oh,
can
Oh,
teach
yeah,
you one
that's
right
so
now.
good.
Ready?
Okay.
yeah.
You can literally just go on Facebook, type in UK Amazon reviewer group chat,
Oh.
and then you can get all your Amazon products for free.
Wait, what?
What?
So like reviewing it for
She opened her eyes.
Oh, I didn't know about
she
Whenever
She like, you're free,
I'm interested.
Yeah, for
Then
free.
Tell me more.
So you just go on Facebook, add
But
yourself.
do I need to make content for them?
No, I'll tell you how.
Just quick review.
Yeah, so basically they send in a catalogue of things that they want reviewed, and if you're in enough group chats, they literally send everything. And,
Wow.
like everything
That's
in my
sick.
uni room, like the LED lights I got for free, massage
That's
gun,
crazy.
Just by
dehumidifier,
sending them a
even the
review.
TV. Yeah, they just send
TV.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I'm
Is
happy
it
now.
legit? Like,
Yes, and it's on Amazon as well. So imagine it. So basically, when you do the review, You just send them a screenshot and they PayPal you back the money.
Oh.
And if that doesn't happen, it's literally Amazon. You
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Amazon.
can just return it anyway. But that's only ever happened to me once.
Oh,
And I've
it's always
had
honest.
so many things from there.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Go on. No, go on.
Oh, because I live in London, so whenever I have to go on breaks for like Christmas break and all that stuff, so obviously I don't want to have a job in Bristol because then I have to go back to London
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So what I do is like first I work at M&S as a customer assistant. So what I do is I tell the manager, can you please like make a contract for only my holidays? And then he's like really down, like you need to talk to your manager, so maybe whenever you come back home, if you're not living in Bristol, then they can actually give you shifts for your breaks. So like that's what I did for this Christmas. So maybe in summer, before going to your first year uni, have a job, like let them know that you work well, and then they will literally give you the chance to
Yes,
come
get a
back.
job in summer. Like live your life.
Exactly.
Get a job.
Get
Stay
some
in
summer,
Definitely.
yeah, and then come back later.
Amen. And with the funding side as well, I help students get like an average of like £2,000 extra a year.
Oh,
that
how
you
do
don't
you-
have to pay back. Because I was broke when I started uni. Like,
So you like-
broke.
You kind of
Yeah, as in to the point where I actually wasn't even getting student finance.
Wow.
Yeah, because all my documents were finished. So it was like February, they're like, your library card's going to start working, etc., etc. So I've learned very cool things. Anyway, the next section is about placement. So, when do your clinical years start?
From day one.
Yeah.
Literally from day one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally had like GP
2 weeks in. So
That's
literally
all.
the second
Yeah.
Thursday of medical school, we were just sent
We
to
already
GP
were
and
in
did my
GP.
work.
Yes.
And in Gateway, we already do hospital placements as well. From year zero, basically.
You shadow fifth medical year.
Yeah.
We shadow our medical student.
So
Yeah.
gateway, straight away you're in placement.
Yes.
First year, straight away
So
you're
when
in
they
placement.
say it, they don't lie about it. Like when you go
Yeah.
check the Bristol website and stuff, they're like,
Active.
they say it that that you have placements like early on, like it's
The-
really early.
Yeah.
on.
Get
Yeah.
formal clothes ASAP. I remember stressing. But like,
Yeah.
you have like nice formal clothes. So you can just
Yeah.
wear it. And
Yeah.
bring an iron to uni, because that thing is not
yeah.
So bring an iron to
Wow.
uni.
You know, I have a hack for that. You can use a hairdryer.
Or
Yeah.
steamer.
Yeah.
Steamer.
Yeah.
I've heard of steamer. I haven't heard of the
You
hairdryer
can
one.
actually use a hairdryer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But if you don't have it,
Yeah, but in terms of placement, as in like, when we get to
that's
third
placement.
year,
That's what it
we're
is.
out of lectures.
Yeah.
We are just in placement. But if you're talking about just like once in a while integrated
Yeah, how does it
placement,
work? So in your pre-clin years, so
first and second.
yeah, first and second year, how many times are you in placement? Is it once
I
a
think
week?
So
or
once
something?
a fortnight, we have
Yeah.
GP, then the following fortnight hospital, GP hospital, GP
Yeah.
hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then how does it work when you get into third year now?
Wait, hold on. Before third year, second
Second
year,
year.
we have like a cheeky little
You
like.
have 6, so it starts the second you
6
get back,
weeks.
second year,
Straight after
6
summer.
weeks straight away placement
placement.
in
yeah,
anywhere.
that's true. You go
I think
outside
3 weeks in a
somewhere.
different city,
Yeah.
3 weeks in Bristol, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then third year?
It's a deep one.
16 weeks,
Basically,
16 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
2 blocks of 16 weeks each.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at different
So-
places,
so
different
that's the whole
locations,
year?
and then you go
Yeah,
16
yes.
weeks in one,
Yeah.
16 weeks in another location.
So you're living on site where the hospital
yeah.
is.
so
Yeah.
You're
Living
not
in
really
life
able to
is
do
gone
that
by
like
then,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No lectures, no
Well,
teaching at all.
nothing.
In the hospital.
Nothing.
They
Yeah.
do teaching in the hospital.
In the
Oh.
Teaching in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might live like 5 minutes from the hospital. They'll
Yeah.
pattern your accommodation for you.
Yeah, yeah.
But this year is
Okay.
different because of like feedback from last year. Third year we're gonna do only one placement, like in only one location, and it's gonna be 32 weeks.
Instead of
Yeah.
moving your stuff to a
So they
different city.
recently changed it
That's
because
kinda
of
smart.
feedback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so imagine just going to 2 different locations the same year.
Yeah,
Just
it
figure
People
out
are struggling
it.
with like accommodation because
Yeah.
let's say you're in Bristol for 16 weeks, you can't really get a house for 16 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was a bit
so
like.
it's fully.
So if you do
Yeah.
32 weeks in Bath, you don't have to get
Pay
any
rent.
accommodation.
Keep
Yeah.
your SFE.
Keep your SFE.
Wait, say that again. As in, 'cause
So-
they pay for that.
They
Yeah,
pay for
that's
your
what-
accommodation. So basically, if you're not even in Bristol,
Sorry,
your accommodation is paid
Pay
for.
for it, come.
Your account is paid for if you're not even in
So if
Bristol.
you're in Somerset, Gloucester, Bath,
Swindon,
Swindon,
Cheltenham,
Yeah.
Bristol got money, you know. Bristol.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question I'm going to ask. So, wait, how does fourth year, fifth year, what is it the same?
4th year is placements and exams. Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then 5th year's placement, then the medical, not the medical, the what's the
prescribing.
They're chilling kind of.
Prescribing.
Wait, when's the prescribing exam?
End of year 5.
End of year 5.
Yeah.
And then the finals in 4th
Four.
year.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. And your placements, you can be where? Is it like?
There's different.
In the whole
Yeah,
of,
it's southwest
England.
So yeah, like Yeovil, Taunton, Cheltenham, Bath.
Well, how far are these places? Like, I'm from round here. Even this is sound
So,
a bit
like,
stretched.
I'm trying to think,
I live near Bath.
Sweden
Yeah.
is like, what, 1 hour?
And then there's some all like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna send you like 2 hours away.
So hour and a half radius.
That
Yeah.
And could that be in first year, second year as well?
So
No.
second
No,
year is the
first
first time
is-
you have the outplacement. So first year you're in
Bristol.
Yeah.
The one that you leave Bristol.
First year is just 2 hospitals, Southmead
Okay.
and BRI.
Yeah,
The Southmead saw a trek, can't lie. We wake up
Southmead is-
at like
yeah,
8
it's
o'clock.
Southmead is
It's really nice.
It's really
Bus.
fancy, beautiful.
It's
Really
really
nice
beautiful,
hospital.
yeah.
So you've got North Bristol and
Yeah, it's called
BRI
North
down
Bristol
here.
and South Bristol.
yeah, BRI is not far.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you need? Is the public transport okay, or do you need to?
The buses are not reliable.
The
Buses
bus
are not
is not
reliable,
reliable, but
but you
it
also
does
can't
come.
drive.
Like, it's not like it never comes, but it's just like, it's risky.
Yeah.
It doesn't always come
You
on
need
time.
to
Leave
wake up
early.
early.
Wake up early.
Like you have to. You can
Yeah.
be late
Yes.
in a good time.
Yeah.
Plan ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plan ahead.
And
And you
what if
can't
you got
really
the
drive.
Trex ones?
Sorry.
What if you got the Trex placement? Can you still get the bus?
Oh, like if you're
I
going really
mean, my
far.
friend
Yeah.
gets 2 buses and a train to get to GP.
That's crazy.
So,
That's
like,
crazy.
I get the train to get to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the trains are fine, perfect.
Basically, if you're from London, this is it. Like, with transport.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
It's gonna hit you hard.
Yeah, because London's better for transport.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tube is coming every 2
Yeah,
minutes.
it's like
I'm not
2
going
minutes. If you're used to that, it's one day for you.
Be prepared walking minimum 20
Yeah, you have
minutes
to walk
everywhere.
Yeah, you learn to
Yeah.
just walk everywhere. It's
You
like
walk everywhere.
Start
Hey,
getting used to
oh,
that.
okay. Bristol.
Yeah.
We walk to uni, the hills.
Hey,
Let's not get started. We'll come to that.
We'll
We'll come to that.
Is your travel paid for to placement? Do you get
Yes.
reimbursed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You need to give them the
Fully-
ticket.
But it can't be Uber thing. It has to be like
Just
bus.
It has to be the
Like,
cheapest possible
Yeah.
way.
cheapest possible. You can't be getting a £10 Uber and ask for your money back. You can't mock it. Yeah.
That would get hilarious. And so you've told me about the placement blog. So a little bit in first year, 2 weeks in second year, third
6
year,
weeks.
huh?
6 weeks. Then.
Oh, 6 weeks in second year. Then third year you're sent for 32 weeks. Fourth year, fifth year, kind of the same, but you got exams.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said public transport is alright, but leave early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say you need a car or is it calm?
The parking is not good in
You
Bristol.
can't park
I would-
anywhere.
Bristol's not park. It's not car
It's
friendly.
not
It's not car friendly.
And
It's
you
not
have to
car
pay
friendly.
congestions. If you're driving in the centre, you have to pay congestions.
It's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
have to pay that now.
Yeah. I don't think it's the best. Like,
And the
I
parking there is big.
I personally left my car at home. I just don't think it's worth the whole
Yeah, 'cause
stress.
it's like it's a city.
Yeah, just walk everywhere. You'll be free. You don't need the gym. Just
You
walk.
get free passing first year as well.
Yes,
Use it as much
So
as
you can
possible.
use
Bristol
the
got
first year.
money though.
Yeah, make use of it in first year because from
Yeah.
second year you're gonna walk everywhere.
You
You're gonna regret for not having that.
Yeah, go everywhere.
Yeah, you can rent that free
Yeah.
music.
You
Yeah.
well, it's get the bar. It's
Yeah.
like get the bus to bar.
Really? Oh, I know about that, dude.
We're dropping gems on this.
Like it's
But like this is because you're in a student accommodation, so
Yeah,
like
you
they're
can do
basically
that.
giving you a free bus pass because you got student accommodation with
Yeah.
Bristol.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at what attendance you fell placement? Is it 80%?
80%.
For placements,
I
right?
think
Yeah,
place- for
That's
replacement.
for replacement.
Oh, okay, okay.
And can you sit exams if you failed at any placements? Do you know?
Ooh.
If you fail this.
I think you can sit them, but you'll still fail the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fail
It's
this
like
Even
this
if one
year.
placement failed.
Yeah, you
Ah.
like you have to
think so,
resit.
yeah.
It's like this year.
Wait, how do you fail at
If you-
placement?
Like if you let's say you didn't go GP.
If you don't
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, obviously you.
Not
yeah.
telling them it's crazy, but he means like, what do you
Like,
mean?
okay, what I mean, like,
you turned up.
do you have to do like portfolios?
Yeah.
Yes.
Were they called DOPS for you? What are they called?
No,
You call it
skills.
e-portfolio.
And what goes in the e-portfolio?
I think you get signed off.
HCA,
So,
Yeah.
You get signed
I
off.
think in 40 and 50 you have like clerkings.
Is it like skills that you have to do?
Yeah,
like,
you have
handling
skills and you do a
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah,
If you
that's
fail
what-
that.
So, yeah, so if you don't get everything
You have
ticked
a
off.
specific thing,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
don't
every
know.
week there's a journal you have to do,
Yeah.
and there's like specific clerking skills that you have to like. fill
Yeah.
in. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just need to fill one place when you're finished.
I don't know.
That's,
That
if
one
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
honest, yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not sure.
We'll find out for you, and I'll
Yeah.
put it
Find out.
in the description or at the top. If I find out. If I find out. When is your elective?
5th year.
Fifth year. And is it after you finish 5th year or before 5th
No,
year?
it's the start of 5th year.
Oh, okay. Should we get to the city questions now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, is this like a campus uni? Is everything in one place?
No.
Well, to be fair,
It's
if you
got
think about like
city.
Royal Fort Gardens, like so you have physics building, biomed,
Senate House.
Senate House, all within. So like where we are now, everything is
Yeah.
kind of within like a
Yeah.
5-minute walk. But
Okay,
you
yeah.
have things that are out.
Yeah.
So it's a city uni, but the
Okay.
main
What's in
buildings
the
are
main?
This is the main
Is it
thing.
like
Yeah.
a science
This
building?
So the main
No,
buildings you
this
have
is a
maths,
maths building.
science,
Just a bit.
physics, biomed.
All this
Anatomy.
STEM.
But just to break it to you.
We don't have a medical.
We don't have a medical
We don't have a
school.
medical.
Oh,
school.
yes. Have you realized we didn't take it to the
biomed.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh,
Our
man.
lecture
Maybe
is
Bristol don't
biomed.
have money like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the money is used for other things.
Yeah.
not for the building.
Do you have a medical
There's a
library?
whole dentistry building. The dentistry building.
Dentists have
Oh,
it.
so you get. Oh, so
But no,
then
I
you
mean,
get.
dentists are getting the-
private sector.
Yeah.
We know why.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because I was
But
going to
then-
say, are medics segregated on campus? We don't have
No, we do
buildings.
it with the biomed.
We do all
reason.
biology, molecular biology, molecular
Yeah.
medicine.
We're chilling with all the environment.
So they told us the reason why there's no medical building is because we're out from 3rd year, and that
We're not
the
in lectures no
dentists,
more.
yeah,
Oh,
and the
I
dentists
get
are
that.
here for 5 years, so they need the
Okay.
whole building.
Whereas
for the
we're in like Swindon, Cheltenham,
but we
Bath.
kind of just like yeah,
Which
Okay.
makes sense, but at the same
Yeah.
time.
at the
You should
same
have your own
time,
building.
Yeah.
You share with the dentist or something.
Yeah.
You have to share with the dentist.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be bad.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Medical building.
Yeah.
That should be
Yeah, we have our own floor.
Oh, wow. I wish we had
Yeah, like our
that.
lecture hall is literally like shared with biomed people.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have our own
Fair
lecture hall.
enough.
Yeah, I don't like that, but
it is what it
it
is.
is what
Yeah.
it is.
What is the best and worst accommodation to have as a medic? First year, and then also I'll ask you some questions after.
It depends what kind of person you are. If you're like a partier, North Village, all of those cons, a lot cheaper, a lot more friendly. But, for a kitchen, you'll be sharing a kitchen with about 25 people.
Bad.
So take that as you will. Hence why it's a very party place. Because the house parties up in North Village will be very good. But
Imagine you want to go and
take that as
eat,
you
but
will.
everyone's having a motive in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
long day.
crazy.
Imagine you got an exam tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone's making noise. Yeah.
So I'd say like the centre is a lot quieter, closer to
City
uni,
centre's
but
amazing.
it's too expensive. So don't live with
Then we get the
It's too
West,
expensive.
which is like Clifton over there.
Yeah,
Manor Hall is
yeah.
really good as well for social
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Manor Hall, Queen's Road, all these places, they're really good for parties,
Okay.
pizza nights,
Yeah.
game nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really, if you want a quiet place, definitely no Manor Hall.
If you want quiet, I would say East Village, which is city
Yeah.
center.
Yeah.
Okay, so
If you want quiet, city centre.
I lived in
I lived
Woodworth
in
House.
city center,
That's
and it
the
was
gateway, yeah.
quiet. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of
So
parties.
say one for like a quiet, mid, and then party.
Okay,
And then
North
also
Village
how
quiet.
far they are from like
You
where
know,
you need to
Village
be.
is-
Okay, so party North Village, it's a 15-minute bus, but you get the bus for free, so
Yeah.
that's to uni.
Okay.
Quiet, I'd say like East Village City Centre, especially the ones like near the hospital. What's the one near the hospital? Campbell House.
Campbell House. Like
If
what
you want
station?
quiet, international students.
Yeah.
If you have money.
But that is
And
expensive.
then the middle one.
I think
And like how
one
far?
is middle.
Middle one
Yeah.
is Manor Hall, Queen's Road, Clifton Village.
Okay.
West
And
Village.
how far is that
West
from?
Village.
How far is that?
From uni.
Oh,
it's good.
really so close.
From
It's
the
15 minutes
closest
walking.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you want fast, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how far was your one from uni?
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Walk
But
or
I'm
bus?
up a hill.
Oh, are you on about North Village?
No, where I live.
Oh, I thought you meant the one you recommend.
no,
Oh,
the
the
one you recommend.
one you recommend.
Bus.
Let me not take bus, yeah. Let me not
Yeah.
take the U1, yeah.
Okay, sweet. And you answered already the catered, non-catered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-catered.
Get
Non-catered.
non-catered.
Okay. What about when you get a house now?
Okay, house time. So house. Let's tell them.
Yeah.
House is sticky.
Yeah.
So after your first year, you get student accom, and after
Yes.
that you live with your friends, you pick where you want to
Second
live,
year.
And yeah, tell them where should they live.
So you guys
So
were
in terms of house, we was in the gateway year,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
we
we were
already went through
searching
it.
quite early.
Yeah.
The uni don't really help you. I mean, they do have a little.
There's a service, like a student service. Yeah.
Yeah.
SU lettings, so they
Lettings,
do
yeah.
try and help people. Like as soon as you start in September, you barely know who's your best friend, and you're already saying, "Oh my gosh, let's live together." It's a bit.
It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
It's a bit
bad.
sticky, very sticky. But then if you wait too long, you'll be homeless. So it's either you rush and have a nice house, or you take long deciding and then you don't get a nice house.
Yeah.
So basically, hurry up.
Yeah,
and find your friends quick. Like
Yeah.
And how would you recommend they do that?
well,
social
like
events.
social events.
Talk to people.
Talk to them, yeah.
Yeah, societies.
Yeah.
Don't sit in the corner by yourself and then
Like,
chat
don't
talk.
expect people to talk to you. You
Yes.
can
Yeah, you have to make the first
Yeah.
move.
you have to make
Yeah,
the
yeah.
It's
Don't
nice.
just wait, crossing your legs. No.
Yeah, no.
Ali Abdul said a nice quote.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone is friendly, but you have to go first.
Yeah.
I hear it. I hear it.
Okay, so where's the best place to live when you get a house?
I mean, I wish city centre would have been.
I
mine.
think
But no one-
city centre
With the
or
women.
Clifton is
City
good.
centre.
Everyone is like Redlands, Clifton.
Yeah.
One day is
But Clifton offers are really expensive. So
That's
I would
the problem.
say if you want to save money, go
Montpellier.
to the south of Bristol, like Montpellier.
Montpellier.
How far is that? to
Eastern.
get?
We walk 30 minutes every day to uni.
Yeah.
So if you walk
Gone.
fast, 20 to 25
20,
minutes.
yeah.
If you walk a bit slowly,
If you're
30
slow like
minutes.
me, then 30.
And it's up a hill as well.
Is it hilly in Bristol?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really
So
So you need them quads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have them, you'll build them.
Day one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't expect it when I came. I
I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
I didn't know. No one told me that. No one told
Say
me
Bear
that.
Hills. Okay,
Bear
at least look, we're putting you on.
Very
Bear
nice.
Hills.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the best place to eat?
Ooh.
That's
Like the area. to
Okay,
eat.
but fresh to
That's
me,
nice.
you go to a
That's
buffet for
nice.
£8. Can't complain.
Yeah.
So
Buffet, keep
fresh
going
this
round.
week, you're gonna go to
Fresh this
Plaza
week.
Bazaar. It's Harborside. The area is really cute as well.
Harborside.
There's a
Harborside
great-
is good.
I would say Clifton. Clifton has so many
Very nice, cute
small
cafes,
restaurants,
like
cafes.
cute
It's really
Yeah.
accessible.
How far are these
It's
places
accessible.
from?
They're really close
From uni.
Yeah.
Close to
Clifton
me.
is like a 15-minute walk.
Exactly, yes.
City centre like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have like the shopping centre if you're like Chinese, like back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Cabot Circus.
Cabot is
Cabot is like, I love Cabot.
25-minute walk from uni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where's the best place for activities? And how far is that? Would it be
Like
cabbage
sports.
day? Just anything that people do at uni?
What do people
City
Like
do?
outside of
centre.
uni? Just city centre?
It has a few things like bowling.
Yeah, cinema with your friends.
Arcade.
Arcade.
Yeah.
City centre.
Yeah.
How far was that again?
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the must-do events at this uni/med school? Because we have one in Leeds. It's called an Otley Run. And a costume party as well that the medics do. Is there something like that in Bristol that everyone does?
In terms of like going out, like I'm not a nightlife person. Like, I don't go club events. I don't really know much about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They do stuff. They definitely do stuff.
Yes, I wouldn't say there's like sports nights out like every
Oh,
Wednesday.
Yeah. Like netball. You guys have
So
socials.
when do they go out?
Where do they do
Like
socials?
it depends. Like so it's kind of like dressing up and going
Where
like
we
a
go,
couple.
in terms of
Okay.
clubs, where we go?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's like Brass Pig, Daisies, Loads,
Like a
the
unison,
coasters
right?
like
It is reminiscent, like.
And like these are dress up. Like someone wore a nappy. Like yeah.
That's not must. Don't miss that party because you're gonna
What's the
regret
party
it.
called?
Is it nappies? Is it nappies?
Nappy party.
Yeah, like
Is it in Green?
it was a medics baby night.
Yeah,
so, like
medics.
everyone's dressed up as babies. Like we had dummies.
Yeah.
People wearing like teddy bears.
Yeah,
Like, people
it was-
came with like their teddy bears.
That's
It was
Guys, I missed it. It was the most horrendous experience of my life.
Oh.
The next day, everyone was talking about it.
Not over-exaggerating.
Because I was being lazy. I was like, no, I don't want to go. No, honestly, go. You're gonna have that energy once you go into the.
and that helps me like meet a lot of people as well.
Yes.
Especially when people have good alcohol in the system, they're gonna be friendlier.
This is
It's
true.
how it goes.
This is true. Yeah. Okay, what's the SU like here? Do you have an SU students union?
Yeah.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Good?
Yeah, there's so many societies.
Yeah.
And there's also like Give It a
I
Girls
think-
as well. It's basically like free activities that the
Right.
society still
Yeah.
Bristol has one of the biggest SUs I've seen.
Yeah.
They have like one of the most number of societies. There's like over 200.
Yeah, even
They have
just our
everything.
medical, there's something
There's
called
some
Galenicals.
societies. Galenicals
Under
is the
that,
main
there's
medical
loads of
society.
little.
Like I do medics netball as opposed to
just netball in general.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So the uni offers a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
And the
something
mixed
for
as well.
everyone. Basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And we have like African Caribbean society.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
ACS
cool.
is
Yeah, you
Yes.
also got like Latino society,
Yeah.
and also if you like reggaeton, on Fridays there's gonna be a night for you if you like reggaeton.
Yeah, and if you don't really go out nightlife or like clubbing, there's a lot of other things like
Yes.
Yeah, there's like
Painting.
religious groups as well.
Painting.
Yeah, painting.
Sober painting,
Yeah,
like
so
painting like a
yeah, so you
medics.
can have like paint and sips over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you don't
yeah.
have to,
Yeah,
like, you know,
or like
you can do
Of
sober stuff.
mocktails,
Mocktails.
Yeah.
There's mocktails in Cambodia.
Bristol
henna
lit.
day.
They
if
really
you're around.
the cultural stuff as well, like henna
Yes.
night. We're having a henna night tonight actually.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, cultural stuff.
Last question on the city questions. Which societies should you join and which ones should you avoid?
It literally depends on you as an individual.
Yeah.
That's a cold answer.
I think we can all have different answers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
So it's like literally, if you identify, like, let's say, religion-wise, like
I was just
for me,
gonna say
like
that.
if you're Muslim, there's like this society called MDV, so Muslim medics, dentists, and vets.
Yeah.
So all of us, we have this society for just medics, dentists, and vets,
Yeah.
and it's just Muslims as well.
That's cool.
So it's like really specific.
Yeah.
So it literally like it depends on who you are. And there's another one like ISOC, which is like Islamic Society. So
I've
for
actually
every
been to that.
course, for every course if you're Muslim, and if your country as well, like I'm Bengali, so there's a Bengali society. So that one you should join if you're Bengali.
Must be
it
nice.
just depends
Must
on
be
that.
nice. We don't
Where's the
have
Zambian society?
We don't have the Ghana. Where's the Ghana
Yeah, come on.
society?
You can make it.
We can.
Actually, you make that look good on the
We
CV as well,
can.
you know.
True, but then I don't know. There's not really people from Ghana like that. Like,
We'll
you
find
need
some.
enough people.
Yeah, we'll find some.
I don't know.
There's not really
We have
many Latinos
ACS
either.
agents, actually.
Oh yeah, sorry, we have
You
ACS.
guys did this
Masquerade ball.
Take me out.
It was looking nice.
Take me out.
Masquerade,
You have
yeah.
little
ACS.
containers to take off.
Oh yeah, the jollof rice. We're taking jollof from ACS. The
Next
jollof,
ACS
who's
thing,
packing
shout-
containers?
shout me.
Nah, sure. Next
So
time.
like this take me out thing coming up.
Oh yeah, like a Valentine's Day special.
Yeah.
You know when you pop your balloon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was savage though. Imagine you go up. boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
You gotta drop out of uni.
Literally. Not involved.
But that's a good answer. I remember the best society I've gone to is actually
Is it
ISOC.
ISOC? Oh.
Yeah, we did like a Squid Games like challenges, like boys versus girls. We did the whole.
Yeah, I need ideas
rope
because
pool.
that's
I can give you some ideas. Right?
You should do that.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do a Squid Game. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea actually.
Say no more. Okay. Did you guys want to say anything about the societies or is
Join the sports society as soon as you
You
can.
do netball, right?
Yeah, I do medics netball and sometimes, as and when. Mainly the socials. I would say join a sports team, just go to the socials because you genuinely will make friends there. Like,
Word.
I didn't really join a society to be fair. I like, for example, ACS. I don't have a subscription. Oh yeah, the dance one. But then that was at UE, not UOB. So we're meant to talk about that.
Oh, it's a question actually. Just reminded me of something. What's the culture like between you and
I'm sure they don't have any beef. I don't think it's that. It's chill. I don't really check
the
UE
inside
people.
scoop section now.
I
For some
don't
reason,
have UE friends like that.
that's like a give you and be
They're so calm. They just come over to our events sometimes, and it's just like
Yeah, go to each other's events.
because I remember when I was in London, like Imperial's beef in UCL.
in London.
Between big unis, but there's not really much to discuss.
Yuri already knows that. What, like, they know who they are.
Riley.
Monday. There's always the Russell group UE. There's no UE is lit. I mean, it's very multicultural. There's black
UB's
people.
a lot more diverse.
It's diverse, definitely.
And they're really fun as well. Like, there's so
They're
many
fun,
uni students that come to our society.
Yeah.
They're quite
Like,
social.
and they're really
And it's more campus, less hills. So.
Yeah.
But there's literally a society for
Pros and
everyone.
cons.
Literally.
And their unit looks
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to UE. It looks really nice. sense.
Yeah.
But one piece of advice is whatever you used to do back at home, if there's not society for that, try and make your own. Try and stick to your own morals. Like try and be the person you was back home.
Yeah.
For my Christian girlies and boys, if there's not like a society that you like, you can still find a church outside of uni.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be connected to uni.
Yeah,
like I go to a church, but it's not connected to uni. But stick to your
E5,
yeah.
She put me on
Stick to your
E5,
morals. Keep going, church.
Yeah, don't lose yourself.
Don't lose yourself at uni.
I see a lot of people where they get, because I'm in a uni a minute now. I see a lot of people
They get
come,
excited.
they get lost in the source.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is when people get SFE and just blow it.
Blow it.
Oh, yeah.
Blow it.
Blow
Try and
it.
save-
Yeah.
try and save
Canada
money.
Goose.
Yeah.
I think it's SAP holes.
Oh yes,
Wait, what?
SFE
Oh,
like
what's
what I got. You know when you do the shop?
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you said hose. I was
No.
like, what, they said it something. What SFE was like? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, now we're on the inside scoop section. What makes your uni better than others?
Ooh.
Like, why did you choose here?
In terms of clinical stuff.
No, like everything.
In terms of everything.
Like it's good
You can talk about
connections,
medicine.
like as in you get to train back home, but like it's far away enough.
Oh, yeah, that's
If you want to be in city, you can be like you can go shopping. There's actually stuff to do. If you want to
Yeah.
go a bit more remote, there's like we're not too far from the countryside. Like I don't want to say countryside, but
But
there's
yeah,
like
Bath is
besides,
nice.
yeah.
yeah, if you want a cheeky day trip to Bath, which was really nice.
Cardiff,
Yeah,
round the corner.
like there's stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever your
I've been to
vibe
Cardiff,
is, you'll
yeah.
find
I
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
if you're from like a city or like a very countryside,
You
Bristol
like
has a
it.
good mix of both.
Great balance.
Yeah.
If you want both of them, then Bristol's good.
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah.
Bristol's good vibes.
Yeah.
I'm getting good vibes from you lot
It's
as well.
really nice.
Come to Bristol.
Come to Bristol.
Yeah, the people
Okay.
are nice as well.
Yeah.
I think I was a little bit surprised as well because in London, not everyone's really nice.
People
Yeah,
are
like,
really
everyone's too busy.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
surprised by how nice and like people really like
Yeah.
give their time to you. Like they're
Even
actually-
little touch,
Yeah.
like the cars stopping and you can go across the.
Yeah, like-
It's like oh
Yeah.
wow, like I was thinking like yeah, this car is gonna go, but then it stopped.
Yeah.
I felt loved. Like Bristol is that kind of
That's so
city.
cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you have to be
nice.
careful because there are some people who are very much like stuck in their ways, very much posh, very much horses, gap you in Thailand.
Yeah.
Like, that is Bristol as well.
Bristol, yeah. There's some posh people.
And it has a lot of green areas as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I like
Very
that.
nice. Step on your house, yeah.
Speaking of that, what's the med culture like in Bristol? Is there like
Competitive?
snakes? Are they friendly?
Oh.
Gunners?
I feel like very friendly. Like we all like. We
Oh,
literally
yeah, in
all
terms of
live in
us
angry
guys.
Is it
hell.
like clicky or not?
Very clicky.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
feel any competitive vibe
Mhm.
like
Oh.
that.
No,
not
nothing.
competitive.
And like
So
the
it's like
fourth
good
year
vibes.
share their flashcards
Yeah.
and stuff like
Oh, so
that.
there's like no snakes in that?
I mean, maybe
I've
behind the
never met
scenes. I
anyone.
feel like guys,
I haven't met anyone.
humans are humans. Some people in
Some
their heads.
people are a bit threatened by females.
Oh, wait, what?
You know what I'm talking
Ah.
about?
Say the name.
We got a later discussion.
Oh! Let's carry on.
Yeah, there are some
Let's-
people,
I ain't gonna pressure
but
you.
most people are lovely, but some are they grow up in a specific way and they have a specific view of who a doctor should be in terms of visually.
What is the percentage male and female at your uni?
Ooh.
Oh, that's actually a really good question.
I'd say like
In the med school, just in the uni. I don't know.
Med school.
60-40 to girls. I think there's more girls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
there's more
I think
girls.
girls are taking over everyone.
Oh yeah, yes, we should.
Yeah.
Boys, catch up. You might
I'm
catch
out
up.
numbers here.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
fight you all, bro. Okay, what is the best library and chill spots?
Will's Library must. Prince's Library.
Prison.
You want to actually
Where's
sit there.
is it here?
No, this is Fry Building.
Okay, where's
Will's
Will?
is like a 5-minute walk from
Yeah,
here.
around the corner.
It's, if you want to actually like,
Wills.
if you want to lock in,
Wills.
Will's, you want to just lock in for like
Yeah.
hours on end.
So that's where's the best chill spot? Youth
Senate
spot?
House. Senate House.
Senate House.
They've got
Mix of
sofas.
like it has
Yeah.
microwaves. You can have lunch.
Yeah.
So
Bring your food. Bring your own
games,
food.
Nicely, yeah.
a lot of things. Yeah.
View spots. Where's the best view?
Brandon
Clifton
Hill,
Bridge.
like,
Brandon Hill.
and
Suspension Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dating spots.
Ooh.
Hey.
Would it be the same
No,
spot?
man.
NQ64 is quite good. It's like a little arcade.
yeah,
thing.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
they have
like
one in
cheap
London,
restaurants.
yeah.
Yeah.
Decent. Okay.
Daddy Chili is also a really good one.
Where?
Daddy Chili.
I don't know what that is.
That's the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So good.
So we're putting you on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Inside
and
scoop.
Caribbean Croft.
Oh, Caribbean craft, yeah.
That's your
Cappadocia.
thing though.
Cappadocia
That's
is good.
It's
Oh,
really
yeah, we're in the
good.
first
You try
one.
Turkish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cappadocia.
Turkish. Beautiful restaurant.
It looks really cute.
There's really good places to eat.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
there's a lot
everything.
of brunch and cafes in Bristol. I think
Yeah.
like the culture, like brunch culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
it's
really
really days to
popular.
like go for a
Yeah.
coffee day.
Yeah, that is Sky's thing. Go and
Yeah.
grab a chicken.
Yeah.
That is you. That is you.
Okay. Okay, what's the worst part about this med school?
The hills.
Med school. I think.
Oh, we can't say
Oh,
that.
the men's school. The fact we don't have our own building. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And what's the best part?
Ooh.
I say like the structure.
The structure A. The structure A.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Wow.
early clinical exposure.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the best.
So you're not just twiddling your thumbs for
Yeah.
It's linked, like it makes sense. Like
There's
with
a lot
MSK,
happening.
we're doing anatomy, pro sections of the muscles and
Yeah.
skeletons.
You focus on just
You do
MSK.
examination.
Then, like your placement in
of other
MSK,
people.
it's like it's making sense.
I think we got a stethoscope as well for free. Not everyone. It depends on some stuff. Like
Yeah.
if
That's
you have the
very nice to
requirements
use,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they will look
So
at
you
if
can
you
actually
meet
use it as well.
criteria.
Yeah.
Placement. And what's something you wish you knew earlier about Bristol and med
The
school?
hills.
The hills.
Yeah.
I
Ah,
didn't
you're
know.
welcome.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't know the hills are mad.
Yeah.
Every
Like,
day I'm
the
climbing
That
the
being
hill.
said, you
Yeah.
shouldn't just not choose Bristol
Yeah.
because of the hills.
Yes.
It's the hill- it's
We're
the
doing every day. It's fine.
Yeah, you get used to
You
it.
get used to it.
Okay.
Well,
You get used to
I
it.
never got used to that.
I'm still huffing and puffing.
Yeah,
when I get to my
yeah,
lecture.
it's not bad. It's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
good.
let's take the peak.
At
Yeah.
least you're fit.
You're fair, yeah.
And people ask you, can you afford med school? Like they ask transparency about finances, cost per year, bursary.
If you get SFE
I mean-
maintenance loan, yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Bristol
student friendly, it depends. If your
It
SFE
depends
is
what you're
good,
doing because
your maintenance.
Because I live in city centre, like it's expensive. Like SB
Yeah.
doesn't even touch it. So like I'd say it's a lot of reliance on parents, and it's a lot like and also I didn't even know about a free stethoscope. Not gonna lie. So look at what the uni gives you.
Check what they offer.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you need. I can't like last year in the gateway year, I got accommodation bursary, so they helped me out a little bit.
Yeah.
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 I think the bursary like 2 times a year as well. If you
Yeah, we get
Yeah, we get bursary.
University of Bristol bursary.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you do
So make sure
gateway,
you
I
look
feel
at
like
what
you
they
do
do.
get a little bit of help
Yes.
financially as well.
Yeah.
I think you know how to manage your finances, like shopping, Uber. Because honestly, you're really tempted to get in an Uber with all the
Yeah.
hills and everything.
Yeah.
It adds up, innit?
It adds up.
Yeah.
And
Like
don't
I've
stop
got
at Tesco
myself
Express.
spending so
Why?
much money.
It's an Audi job.
It has to be.
Tesco. That's crazy.
Yo.
I wish I lived in Tesco for 3 months straight.
That's your problem.
She's
She's
going
going
to
Tesco.
Tesco.
That's your problem, Sky. You're going Tesco.
Little job.
Little
I did deep how much cheaper Lidl was. I'd always been a Tesco
Wait,
babe. Went to
no,
Tesco.
no way.
That's crazy for
If
them.
you said like, what's the like really expensive one? Marks and Spencer.
M&S.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Okay, what is your most memorable uni story or event?
So far.
Yeah, should I give you a second think on that? And then I've got 2 more questions for you.
Oh,
I didn't think of-
I've got one. In the gateway, yeah.
Yes.
So basically, in the gateway, yeah, I cried because I didn't submit my assignment on
Oh
time.
my god. I remember that.
Basically, it was a bit sticky. So I submitted it without references. That's crazy. So it was 4:00. I submitted 3:55, but I clocked. Oh my gosh, the references are not at the bottom. It was in a different Word document, and references are very deep. You can't just submit Word without Harvard references. So I had to email them like, can you take this down? And then obviously by the time I put everything on, it was past 4:00. So I got 10% taken away from me.
That, you just
But I still
reminded me of a
passed. So
question. You
yeah.
remind me of 2 questions actually, because some unis, if you submit something
They
late,
would take 10%.
yeah, no. Some unis is like 5, depending on how many minutes they take off percentages. Some unis
Yeah.
will just cap you at 40%.
Yes.
And some unis they just won't even reach
For
it.
us, we don't get.
How does it
capped.
work?
No, for us it's just 10%, and
Yeah.
you've got 24 hours.
Hours to-
You pass the imagine at the deadline is 4 p.m. You have 24 hours to
The next 4 p.m.
submit it. Yes. If you haven't submitted in 24 hours, you get 0.
Zero.
Okay.
After you've passed
So
a 24-hour
if
grace
you
period.
know that you're gonna submit it late, then submit it late but
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Take your sweet time.
Yeah, because different unis, they do it differently.
They do it
Yeah,
different.
because I submitted it late, and
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe let me just like submit it 5 minutes late, and then when I notice, no, they know.
No,
because it
they
says
know.
late with red capital letters.
Oh, yeah.
So they
Very
do know,
obvious.
and I
Yeah,
was
they
instructed
know.
at 10% off.
Yeah, me and Kenya 10% gone. We still passed.
At least it wasn't 40 cap, because my uni, if you submit late, 40% take.
But can you pass with that 40 though?
40% is like the...
Ours is 50, I think. I
It's
don't
like the
know.
maximum grade that you can get. Oh, it's just they get that.
It's just a pass, I
Pass
think.
mark,
This
okay.
is just for essays, though.
Okay, yeah.
This is, yeah. What is the pass mark at your uni as well?
That's the thing, it
It
fluctuates
depends,
a little
yeah.
bit.
They
Around
change every
50
time.
grades, yeah.
How do they work out? Is it based on how your year performs?
Yeah,
Yes.
based on how the year
Okay,
performs.
roughly, what was it, like 55?
Around
Yeah.
55.
Yeah, that's the same with my essays work a little bit differently. They just cap you at whatever the pass is.
Oh, wow.
If you
Yeah.
submit late.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, that's at Imperial. I don't know. What does Leeds do? I've never submitted anything late there. So
wow.
And I don't know if you're
That's
submitting anything late, to be
They
honest.
didn't have to have problems with that.
Yeah. So 10% cut. Is it Harvard referencing here?
Harvard
Harvard,
referencing.
yeah.
Okay. Do you guys use EndNote?
Yes.
EndNote,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Get on EndNote.
Once you're on it,
Yeah,
Yes.
it will just
Yeah.
reference for you. Learn how to
Yeah.
use it. Trust me, it'll save your life.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay, what about you guys? Any stories?
Memorable.
It can be good stuff.
I
as
went
well.
out on a Monday,
Yeah,
and it was the best night I've ever had.
yeah. Them spontaneous ones.
Exactly. We didn't want to go, but we went because a friend came over, and we were like, okay, let's go out. We went to this really low-key pub, and it was just so good. We had one of the
Vibes.
best nights, the best music, karaoke night, everything in one. It was one of the best nights I've ever had.
Because I hear Bristol's like big on the music scene.
Yes, it is. You get everything, and people is just they're just so outgoing. So literally, you can make friends with everyone.
Yeah.
We ended up being a really big group. I didn't know anybody.
Was this in freshers or later?
It was no, it was later on.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
it was so
still
good.
active.
Mhm, yeah.
Oh, decent. What about
I
you
think
guys?
I have one. I think one memorable day. I mean, there's a lot of nice days, but I think I'll just choose one. It was like this year I organized a girls' night for the Bristol Balmain Society. So it's kind of like special to me because I organized it and like, you know, I just
That's very
decorated the whole
wholesome, yeah.
thing, planned everything. And it turned out to be really cute and like a lot of girls came. So it was like
They
a
enjoyed it.
successful event. Yeah, it was really nice.
That is good.
Oh.
That is good.
Yeah.
I rate that. I rate that.
Ramadan or
Well, yeah, the
really
Ramadan as well. That's why I'm saying that there's a lot of things, but
Yeah.
I just chose that one. I mean, I can talk about the Ramadan one too. So it was like Ramadan, which is when we fast the whole
Yeah.
month. So it's like I was thinking, like, how is it gonna be? Like, will I find people that are like kind of like me? Because in Gateway, like, I wasn't really sure. Like, you know, it was just a bit, yeah. So, like, there weren't a lot of Muslims basically
Yeah.
in Gateway. So I was a bit like concerned about that, but then turns out they give out like free iftars, which is the food that we
Just
eat to
before,
to break the fast. So it was like every day there was free iftar, and like all the Muslim people would come to this one place and like we break the fast together. So it was really nice. Like I really enjoyed that, meeting like more people like me as well.
Yeah.
And the food was really good.
You also
And it was
dressed up,
filling
innit?
as well. Like people dress up as well, and you pray together. So it's like a good community, like coming
Yeah,
together.
Bristol's lit. I remember, imagine, I didn't know what Islam was, what Ramadan was until I went to uni. Because
Yeah, you learn a lot
there,
really.
it was literally just- the
Oh.
diversity was zero.
How long have you lived there?
Since I was like 5.
Oh,
So imagine, I used to
wow.
work at TGI Fridays,
That's
and I remember
nice.
this couple from London came in, and they were black, and then they come over to me, they're like, bro, like, where are the black people?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just me.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
uni is very good because you learn.
Yeah. You meet
Well, I
people.
kinda- In my case, there's not really much diversity for Latino people, kind of.
Even in Bristol.
Even in Bristol.
Oh.
Like in right now, in the entire cohort of 300 people, I think there's like only 2 people that are mixed. and they don't even know Spanish.
And no one's like fully Latina. So.
Exactly. So in that sense, maybe no. Another memory story is like we went to roller disco.
Oh yeah,
that was cute.
Yeah.
That was so. I love that.
And then we ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Skating is lit.
One of us got injured and we had to go to the hospital.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Around,
The thing is, she was like,
We ended up.
she ended up like fracturing her bone. Like,
Yes, like a radio owner.
and she was like, it hurts a little. I don't know. I don't know if I should go. It hurts a
She
little
was
bit.
not about to.
And she was like, babe. And then she ended up like fracturing the radio. Like, what?
That's crazy though. That's crazy.
Doctors make the worst patients.
Yeah.
That is so mad. Yo, yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. That's mad.
Have you got a story for us?
It's not that exciting, but when we first joined med school, so when we was like meeting our tutorial groups, they gave us like an hour to sort of like mingle with everyone first.
And
That was nice. Like people, I walked
I like
in
that.
and I saw like so many black people, and I was so
Oh,
happy.
nice.
so
Yeah, I was so happy. Yeah,
Because I'm not gonna. Bristol usually is very white.
Yeah, but there were
Very
like
white.
5 black
Yeah.
people, and then there was like one guy from Singapore,
Yes.
and
Oh.
South America.
Yeah, South America.
South America. Martin.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a very diverse group. Obviously, we met Spendy, and then the people there would get. Like, I'm still friends with literally our whole group.
I love that for
It
us.
was-
That's
it was
cool.
Our group was lit.
Wholesome.
Also, we've got medic families.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our medic family was good
Oh
last year.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
mom and a dad in the older
It was
year.
really
So
cute.
helpful.
Yeah.
We have that as well.
So lit. So lit.
It's so
Yeah, I want to say, Rhodas and Rima, if you're watching this video, we love you.
We love you, Rhoda.
Love you. That's the best
That's our parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe. And check the TikTok.
They make content
and
as well,
Instagram.
that's
Oh,
what
they
I'm
make
saying,
content.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Okay, and then the last question was 2 parts. What is the worst advice you've ever given, and what's the best advice that you want to give?
So that I've given or received.
No, it's the worst advice you've received.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And then best advice that you've either received or want to
Okay.
give.
For me, I would say during A levels, my chemistry teacher told me to think about something else, not medicine.
wow. Yeah.
That's the worst advice I've ever received. Like in terms of the way they said it, there was like I can't lie, like medicine is a bit no one really gets in, and but then when I got in, you're gassed because it looks good and you're 6 foot.
I bet they came running.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I knew
We believed in you.
I promise you, that's what they said. There's a
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna get in. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you did
Wow.
not.
That's
So
good.
yeah, my advice is like, I feel like okay, some teachers they try to be realistic, but sometimes that can really knock your self confidence. So yeah, don't always listen to them negative people. Yeah. So I just thank God for like ways of
Yeah, that's a really.
Cool.
They shouldn't say that. Teachers need to be the first ones believing in you.
believing
Yeah.
in you.
I think the worst advice I've been given is I don't know if it's an advice, but they told me like tutors in the medicine, first year medicine, they're gonna tell you it's okay to be average. I don't really like that. I know it's just to comfort you and be like, oh yeah, like if you find yourself to be, kind of average, it's fine because there's so many people that feel the same way. I know that. But also, I feel like it's good if you push yourself, right? Like at the end of the day, you're gonna be treating people. So I think you really want to take the best version of yourself and be like the best doctor that you can. So yeah, be average, okay, but try to push yourself. Like be
That's
that best
fair.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't be comfortable.
Yeah, don't be
Yeah,
comfortable on
exactly.
your side. No.
Yeah.
That's good. And what's it called? So the best advice, push yourself and
Yeah.
don't be average.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's not. Don't be average.
As in don't be comfortable.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's
Cool.
like, I don't just like think, oh yeah, they told me that it's okay, so all right, that's fine.
I think the reason why they said that is so that you don't feel a bit bad if you do dead on an exam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then push
true.
I
yourself.
think they're trying to be nice,
Yeah.
but then also, as
Right.
Kenya said, push yourself.
Yeah.
Word. And who's next?
I think that, to be fair, probably the worst advice I've gotten is to like, oh, you're a fresh girl as much as you want. Like, don't do that. Like, realistically,
Every
yeah,
night.
it's like nice to go out, but
Yeah.
find a group of people who match your going out style. Don't be someone who goes out on a Friday night and that's it, and then hang out with people who want to be going out every single day of the week, because it's not going to end up well. You end up in arguments. It's just not going to work. Like, prioritize your own mental health. You know what you can handle. Coming to you doesn't suddenly mean you can be out every night and sustain it. Like, get your 8 hours, drink your water, do your Anki.
Yeah.
You don't need to, even like, you're going to think, oh, if I don't go out, I'm going to like have no friends. Like, no,
It's not bad.
you will. Like,
Balance
it's so
it.
bad.
You will find your people.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
people will
Does
be like
first year
you.
count for you, lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to
What do you
pass.
mean count? Oh yeah,
Some
to
people
progress.
Yeah.
To progress.
Some unis say that it doesn't count, but for us, you have to progress.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
heard that.
Actually, I've just
I've
looked
heard
at
that. People
It's because there was a certain percentage attached to your final grade, but they don't do that anymore, I think.
Oh.
That's been
No, I
scrapped.
don't think.
It's just
I
UK and
don't
LA
think-
now, I think, that they care about.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
just
all I
like-
know is that you should go to year 2, then year 2 to year 3, year 3 to year 4.
Yeah.
I don't know about the.
Previously, how it would work is you get ranked
Okay.
along. So every med school, like you do your exams,
Mhm.
they rank you, and then eventually when you get to final year, where you are on that ranking worldwide.
Oh, for
then-
F1.
Yeah, for
Oh,
F1.
they've stopped
it's-
that.
it's
Yeah,
stopped that now.
yeah.
So it's just random
You
allocation.
just go to a
Yeah.
random place.
Not saying you should just dot about, but yeah. there's
Which
not
one do
that.
you prefer?
Random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, random. I mean, I would still work. I'm still gonna work hard, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. Random. Random. Yeah. Which one do you think is better?
Random. Yeah.
I want to pick where I want to go. I don't have to
Yeah.
explain it. Oh wait, you do. You rank it
You rank
yourself.
it, yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I like that. Yeah, I like that fact. I can rank the hospital I want to go.
Yeah,
to.
you still rank it. but
Okay,
it's
that's
randomly
fine.
allocated.
That's
Apparently, most people get there, but I don't know if that's true.
I just don't want like a random place, like two.
Yeah, imagine they send you to like
yeah.
Scotland or something.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
long
I want it
day.
to be my top 5.
I like random, but to an extent.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah,
Don't give
random
me my
to an extent.
Yeah.
If they send me somewhere else, then yeah, bring back that whole
Bring it
thing.
back. Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I think it's not really an advice. I feel like it's more of a thing where people kind of assume to get into medicine you need like the highest grades or like the highest UCAT. If you're not the smartest, you can't do well in medicine. I feel like that's not really true. Like we're proving that as well. Like you can get into medicine without the highest.
Yeah, 2,900 UCAT.
I don't like. I just
It's
feel
not
like
like
the
you
UCAT.
can.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel like the UCAT.
Oh, okay.
The
I
UCAT
did
doesn't
both.
define how well you're gonna do in med school.
100.
Like,
It does
you
not
know
define-
yourself.
Yeah, some of it is bare random.
It's
Yeah, it's so
random.
random.
Yeah.
It does not mean you're not going to be able to.
It's like you know yourself. Don't compare yourself to others.
Facts.
You can just focus on yourself and you're gonna be fine. Like you know you have the potential. If you're here, it means that you're here for a reason.
Facts.
Like you can do well. So just forget about the grades or like the UCAT.
Yeah, everyone's in the same lecture field at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're all
no
in
one
the
cares.
we all ended up in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Nice.
so many different pathways. A, B, B, A star, A star, A star. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just-
what
Okay,
there's
yeah,
different
B, B,
stories.
C.
Yeah.
People get in so many different ways as
Yeah.
well. Like we
Yeah.
heard all these stories of like wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mature
access
people as
course.
well.
Access
Yeah.
course for the mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
Different
I didn't
ways.
do chemistry either.
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine
Did
I-
access course.
Yeah, I did the Bradford because I didn't do chemistry. So when
Oh,
I
Yeah, I
was
was
applying,
graduate
Bradford.
Bradford as well.
Yeah, I've heard of
yeah,
that.
it was savage. Like 250 people competing for 20 spaces.
Wow.
And everyone was snaking you out. They'll be telling you this is due a week after. it's
Nah, that's
due.
bad.
No,
That's bad. That's bad.
This got cancelled.
That's
Don't go
bad.
pretending that.
Yeah, no,
Meanwhile, it's going on.
We don't do that.
Yeah,
We don't do that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But was it
Yeah.
for your access course? There's 20 people and
The
there's,
gateway
and
one.
The gateway.
all of you can go.
All of you
All
can
of
go.
us.
Oh, yeah, I was
As long as
just
you
all
get
pass.
on.
Yeah.
Can all
Yes.
go.
See, yours is different.
I
You're
was
trying to get on.
250, 20 can go.
Okay, see, no, ours was already here, so now you just
Okay.
go. It's
For
not
us, it was
bad.
like to get in. There's like 500 applicants, and they take 20.
Yes.
Oh,
But once
okay.
you're in, you're basically in.
20
20 can go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Once
Imagine
you're
all of
there.
them 500 now in the same spot.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
That's so
Savage.
good. I've got a question for you. You know the Bradford one?
Mhm.
I thought it was like an internal transfer. We have to stay in Bradford.
Bradford doesn't have a med school,
Oh.
so yeah. So that's why you transfer to Leeds. They
That
don't
makes
do
sense.
that.
They don't do.
anymore.
Okay, okay.
And then what's it called? I also got into Sheffield as well.
Oh,
Sheffield
fair.
accept people, and I got in without even doing a UCAT, and that's
Wow.
a UCAT.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
This is because of COVID though.
No.
So they were just like, yeah,
COVID.
allow the UCAT, and we have to sit
Wow.
some like Cambridge personality exam or something.
Wow.
You come with my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Very much worse now.
Honestly, I hate it so
I
much.
hate it.
And
I
we
don't
had to
wanna
do it
think about
twice.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What?
Because I took a gap year. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna ask you what you guys got in your UCAT.
We don't remember.
Yeah, this is for TikTok. If you want to see some more content,
Oh, wait, I do.
some funny content, and some behind the scenes, follow the TikTok A Surgeon's Journey. Same on Instagram. A_surgeons_journey.
Yes.
Thank you guys, University of Bristol. It's been lovely to have you.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Peace. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Bye.
Go.
That was